You know what? It wasn't asleep. Death to America. Good evening. This is Munted News, and welcome to the Munted top story this month. The American Army can be seen here, arriving back from America by plane as it touches down, and as you can see on the runway there, the adoring crowds of fans and well-wishers welcoming the returning heroes with open arms. That's what's happening there. Why, it's the biggest sensation since the Beatles, I tell you. Look at it. Heartwarming scenes there. Nice flag. A bit weird. Here's another plane coming into land. And as you can see, people are so excited for this event that they're leaping into the air. Leaping like great majestic fleas in an uncanny beeline in the direction of the plane. Clearly, congratulations are in order for everyone involved, especially the Biden youth pictured here. God bless everything they do for us. And here's some more proud patriots welcoming the troops with a 15-gun salute, as is traditional. It's such... Whenever, can we cut the footage, please? Right there. Cut. All right, good. This is Munted News. Women most affected. Our main story again. The government is still not killing people. And certainly not in Afghanistan. Just because we made the decision to go off and mind our own business, that doesn't mean we're responsible for the deaths that just happen to happen. If a child just happens to experience an injection that turned out to be lethal, or a drone that turned out to strike, it's not the fault of whosoever administered the mostly peaceful defensive operation that coincided with their unfortunate passing. The government has not killed anyone and is not capable of killing anyone in any non-government approved way. This is Munted News. Daily reminder. If you don't do everything the government tells you, you are killing people. Yes, that does include if the government tells you to kill people. Which it absolutely never does and never has and never could do and never would do, even if it could. And even if it could, it's your fault. It's like the Milgram experiment of the modern age. And it turns out in the modern age, the average subject doesn't stop at the administration of 300 volts. They enthusiastically go, let's give him 2,000 volts. Come on, what's wrong with you? Trust the science. Our main story again. It turns out the science won't help you win a war. A war against scattered tribes of mountain people who explicitly do not trust the science. Science didn't stop us losing the war on terror, and it didn't stop us losing the war on drugs, but it definitely will help us win the war against the common cold. Just 2 more weeks, guys! Come on, this will not take 20 years before we catastrophically admit the whole thing was a pointless mistake. Be more like Australia and New Zealand, who have promptly advanced into lockdown stage 66 and are not permitted to leave their homes or leave their bedrooms or their straitjackets or their state-issued Iron Maidens or the existential confines of their own terrified egos due to a facility on the Pacific island of Fiji registering 1/16 of a COVID case. Sorry, 1/16 of a virus, an individual virus. They found a couple of the flaky bits around the outside. Proof if proof be need me. That the war is far from over and far from outstaying its welcome. All over the world, there have been No peaceful protests against the good word of the one true science. Only the occasional medium-sized riot forming in major cities here and there, full of conspiracy theorists making baseless claims that there's going to be systemic discrimination against the unvaccinated. What? Oh, there is. Fancy that. Well, they're making baseless conspiracy theories about quote-unquote vaccine passports, denying even basic services to the quote-unquote unvaccinated, which is absurdly authoritarian and would never... What? Already? I don't know. I don't pay attention. I'm a celebrity. None of this affects me. Right, well, they're making baseless conspiracy theories that the government's planning on injecting children, when we already all agreed 3 months ago that there's no way children need it, and there's no way the government would ever... What? 12? Really? Oh God. Yeah. Okay, give me a moment. I've got a lot of files that I need to erase from my brain right now. Okay, right. Well, bugger it. Let's just make something up. They're making baseless conspiracy theories about mandatory booster shots every 6 months for the rest of your life. What? I literally just made that up. You can't. What? Jesus. Hey, okay, right. They're making baseless conspiracy theories about how whatever the next thing that's going to happen is going to happen. And whatever the next thing to happen happens to happen is not going to happen. And when it does, I mean, if it does, which it didn't, then it didn't happen to happen when it happens to happen, which is when it never happens to happen, because it will not happen to ever. Now it happened. Now is that clear? Also, women most affected. This is Munted News. Our main story again. The evacuation of thousands of Afghani refugees is now underway, which it totally already was anyway, and always has been. Wait, no, it hasn't. Those were Syrians. Those were all definitely Syrians. Wait, no. Yes, it has. Yes, it has, but entirely legally. And not to mention promptly and orderly. Abdul here is one such individual whose whirlwind feel-good story has captured the hearts and minds of various 4chan boards. Apparently he's some kind of prince. Some kind of prince of the realm of wherever he comes from. Drinks from a hose, but it's a jolly nice chap. Decided to pop down to Bradford this week, explained the prince. Just goofing off and soaking in the holy crap, get me out of here, someone please. These people are savages. I'm serious. I'm in a massive, massive pickle here. They just put a bag over my head. Where are you taking me? Brackets loud thud, close brackets, end quote. Women most affected. Our next story. This month, a giant boulder has been removed from its ceremonial sinecure position on charges of being a white male supremacist bigot. Pictured here. It cost 50 grand or so to finally uninstall the unsightly monolith, and while on its way out, It took a quite avoidable wrong turn and crushed thousands of old people to death. This is Munted News. No, it didn't. It was only removed because... bollocks. Women most affected. The end. News just in. OnlyFans bans pornography. Oh, wow. Women actually most affected. This is an outrage. An actual one. It's a she session, I tell you. It's a she-pression. And I demand the immediate she-covery, nay, a she-volution to deal with... What? Oh. News just in. OnlyFans unbans pornography. Women most effective. Screw you, that's why. News just in. The Nirvana baby has just joined OnlyFans. Join us at 11 to find out. Women most effective. This is Munted News. Our main story again. These chilling images show the tragic last moments of harmony and innocence before the Taliban, God bless their souls, in their inevitable hubris, discovered and harnessed the phenomenon of the rubber dinghy rapids. Rip the Taliban, ladies and gentlemen. No wine or women could tear them away from the purity of their dream. But it was written, inshallah, that the rubber dinghy rapids will bring a decadence that is too much even for the religion of peace. Let us take a minute of silence to mourn the dark fate of our fallen comrades, that their souls may rest with the Almighty in this their time of judgment. For do you not know the greatness of the wisdom and mercy of the rubber dinghy rapids? Blessings and peace be upon them. That's all, folks. Don't hit like, don't hit subscribe, don't hit the notification bell. None of it does a damn thing to help this channel or your plans to keep watching it. I go to my subscribe star on my Patreon and do that thing if you want. That will help me be slightly less poor, but it won't advance me any closer to first-class citizenship. I will still be yet another pleb taken hostage forever, ungarnished with any such status as refugee. I wouldn't blame you if you burned all your possessions and killed yourself. So I certainly wouldn't blame you for not giving me the time of day, as I too burn all my possessions and kill myself. Inshallah, Habibi! All hail great nation China. Death to America, Black Lives Matter, rainbow, hammer sickle. I'm not supposed to take any questions, but I'm not gonna. Bye.